Hey guys, my name is Mark Wester, and I decided to get my YouTube channel going back up again. I'm going to start out here with doing a review on this Atari Fight Stick board. Anyway, thing I like about yes, it plays Atari games, but it doesn't just play Atari games. You can see here it's got arcade, the Atari 2600, Atari 5200, 7800. Nintendo Entertainment System games, Super Nintendo. Anyway, I'll show you some of the games here. Let's go to arcade. This button here. You can do like asteroids, and gives you a preview of the game here. Here's preview. You can go down the list. Asteroid Deluxe, Atari Baseball, Basketball. This will play various games. It doesn't have to be Atari. It has a RetroPie in it, so it will do a variety of games. The only one that it will do a demo for here is the Atari preloaded games. And I've got an Atari SD card in there that has about like 100 Atari games preloaded into it. Just want to show you the layout of this thing. You've got your fight sticks. It has a pretty good feel to it. Got arcade buttons, and first thing player up here. You got a 2-player fight stick, and one thing I like about this thing, this here does lift up. I'm going to show you. Under here is the joystick. Here are your buttons, and all of this is replaceable. If it wears out, you can buy new ones, and you can replace these with light-up buttons and fancier joysticks. Here's the Raspberry Pi board here with HDMI, USB out. It's got some USB ports here. It's got a LAN port down here. Hard to get the camera to see that, but anyway, there is a LAN port there. This has been modded to have an HDMI port out on the exterior of the light stick, and it's got a hole here you can put some wires through. And this has got a modded power switch. Otherwise, in order to turn the system on and off, you'd have to lift up the lid here and turn the Raspberry Pi on right here. But the way it's modded with this power switch, I can actually turn it on and off in the back, which is good. So I don't have to lift this thing up and down to turn the board on and off or control things. On this Raspberry Pi board, the SD card that is basically the your game storage and the BIOS and all the brains of the machine, basically. Anyway, the SD card is on the other side of this board, and in order to get to the SD card to change it out, you have to actually undo the screws and take it out. Real small screws, and it's hard to get this thing in and out of there. So I would, if you're going to put an SD card in there, make sure it's what you want to keep in there and don't plan on taking it in and out. I said the only SD card slot in there is on the underside of this board. And I'm going to close the lid again. I really like just the kind of the graphics on this board. I like the look of it. I think, this was obviously designed for people that love Atari. It's got a kind of a glazed exterior, kind of like the Atari joystick had back in the day. I like the artwork. It's really good. There's different versions of this. You can get them with trackball. The one with the trackball is larger, so it's a little bit smaller to have this smaller unit. In a way, I wish I had gotten the one with the trackball, because there's a lot of games that utilize the trackball, and I do wish I had it, so I wish I had spent the extra money, although at the time, the one with the trackball didn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, At least it didn't at the time. But and then if you haven't used a system in a while, it goes through this. Is a screensaver. It'll do this assortment of game previews, star raters for Atari 5200, and then there's Missile Command for the 2600. It'll just kind of preview the games. I say if you're into arcade games and you like something to be with Raspberry Pi that you'd like to be able to put a lot of different arcade games on, but you don't want to get an arcade cabinet or spend the money to get one, this is a great option, and you can hook it up to a TV set. Right now, this is hooked up to a 24-inch screen here, but of course it'll hook up to any TV. And with the joysticks and buttons and everything, it does really give you the feel of a arcade machine. But I mean, like this over here, this is a similar unit. This is my Atari cabinet. I got this before I got the fight stick. This one from Arcade One Up. You'll be like, well, why would you get up the fight stick if you already have one of these? This has 12 games pre-installed. There's no Raspberry Pi. It's what you get on is what you've got for the 12 games. This does have a little more of an arcade feel to it. And this one does have a trackball. That's one reason why I felt like I didn't need the trackball and the fight stick. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see a review on. I'd like to get my YouTube channel started again, like I said. Anyway, just please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, please. And I do have the comments back on, so you'll be able to comment. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.